Okay, let's go.
All right,
okay.
here we go.
Thumbnail pose.
Okay,
perfect.
All right, Jason. So it's been a while since
I
the
know,
last
we're
recording,
back.
but it's always. I mean, when we created this, I said we want to make it a light lift to have these conversations kind of naturally, to have these get-togethers naturally. So while we try to keep a certain like twice a month, things happen. Life happens.
Yeah, it happens. It was hard to get the Pokemon cards.
Oh my gosh, like these Pokemon cards. I just bought them on Walmart. So what I learned was this set is not that popular. So not people.
Really?
People aren't buying this Journey Together set. I don't know. Like some sets are more popular, so they sell out, and then some they have a surplus.
Oh.
Of.
Which Walmart did you go to?
So I just bought it online.
Oh, online. Okay.
So it's like you buy. Well, to go back a little bit, right? We were talking about their anniversary, 30th anniversary, and the anticipation was that, oh, there's going to be Happy Meals with Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
So the thought was they're going to launch at the same time, but it's not. It didn't happen. It might not even happen. It may not happen in this year at McDonald's. But I was like, hey, they're releasing this set and this product, and I just picked up a few packs.
Okay. Yeah, we'll open it live on stream. We'll live now, but when you watch it, it'll be later. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll get something. If we get something really good, maybe we don't continue. We just retire.
Well, they're not that valuable. I mean, yeah, they're not that valuable. Nothing crazy. But you know, if we get something cool looking, I think I collect it. If I am collecting it, is more towards just like the illustration. And this leads me to the point that Jason was so kind. Oh
yeah,
so kind. So for those that are in the Pokemon community that knows and understand cards, so in the latest set, I want to say it's Ascended Heroes set, there is a card called Surfer. And Jason was so kind to spend a bit of time making these, and he surprised me with them. He made a version of me of the card, and there's the original card that's at the bottom. And then he photoshopped and changed it to reflect me. So I was so psyched. I was so psyched because here's the other part of it is when I learned of the card, I just randomly, I was looking up sets to buy or whatever, and I just typed in like Surfing Pikachu, and I was looking for Surfing Pikachu. And then randomly there's a card called Surfer. I was like, oh my gosh, I just got to buy this card. I just got to own it. And I ended up buying a card from a guy from Hawaii, and funny enough, I was like, hey, my dream is to move to Hawaii eventually in 10 years, and I was able to connect to a seller in eBay. So,
and he was in Hawaii, and he had that card.
Yeah, he was, and then he sold it to me, and he was like, and he was typing in like the Hawaiian, I don't what's that, like brother.
Oh,
you know,
using the slang.
Yeah, and everything. So I was like, oh, this is legit. Yeah. So I hope one day I do make it to Island, and maybe I'll run into him and meet up with him in person. But it's.
That's a cool story. And I made that card totally separate of Jack telling me that story. So when I get to him, he's like, oh, I bought this card. I was like, I didn't know.
I was like, wow.
So
wow. This is so
cool.
awesome. So awesome. Oh, I'm just like, this made my day, Jason. This made my day.
You know, in whatever, like 5-10 years, you might be in Hawaii and you'd be like, hey, you'll remember this point in time when we talked about it, and you made it a reality. From Pokemon card to reality. Yeah,
totally. I will, when I move, I will bring these with me. I'll keep these framed in my background at my home office.
Nice, very cool.
So again, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
That's incredible. So I look forward. We'll open these kind of towards the end. But Jason, you also brought Magic cards.
Yes, I brought Magic. So these are from Magic the Gathering. Jack in a previous life was a huge Magic the Gathering.
My 30s.
So these are the Jumpstart, and I thought it'd be fun with the Pokemon cards open some of these, see if we get anything fun. But the Jumpstart they're kind of made so you can draft them with a friend and kind of jumpstart in the game. So this has like everything you need. You just take two boosters.
Just two? That's it.
And yeah, I think it's like a 40 card deck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So each and they're usually themed. So this one you might get like the random. So
so you don't know what theme this.
You don't know what theme. So I know there might be like a blue pirate theme. There might be like a green cat themed. So it's really random. So it's like fun. So we'll open this and we'll see what we get as well.
Okay,
It'll be
so
fun.
I would say the one big difference is I think people collect Pokemon cards just to collect the cards, not to play the game.
Yes.
While people collect Magic cards and also play the game.
Yeah,
From my understanding.
There's also like Magic does something very interesting where they'll do like crossovers where you'll have like Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy, Magic the Gathering Ninja Turtles, Magic the Gathering like Marvel. Like, so it's some people collect it, but it's really meant to be played, I think.
Yeah, I feel just because I played Magic for not a very long time, but probably about 5 years at most, that it's definitely a fun, because something you could play with a friend or a group of friends because of the different formats.
Yeah.
Versus Pokemon, I think the people that I talk to about card games, they're like, Jack, the game's not really that great.
Yeah, I think, no, I agree. I mean, the whole thing is like collect them all. So it's more of a collectible, and some people you just collect it for the art. You just like it, and that's why, you know, I think the value has gone up. You know, and then on top of the people who are collecting with the idea of it'll go up in value, you have people who just like collecting it.
Yep. I totally agree with that. Okay, so that we're going to save it towards the end of this recording. But you know, there's something that I realized this week. You're living it because you have spring break. But I'm realizing it where I don't have kids, so there isn't really a spring break like mindset.
Your entire week is spring break. Every day is spring break.
every or summer break or all these breaks. But once I started noticing like your friend group or your socialized group or your work group, when just people start disappearing during this month.
Oh, because they have kids or
And then I was like, wow, I'm at that age where my social groups have this thing called spring break, like I did when I was in grade school or college.
Yeah.
And that's because they're children. So then the adults, our parents, have to go along with the school calendar.
Yeah,
it's
that you have
cycle.
to. And also, when those type of breaks as a parent, it's great for the kids. The kids go, oh, I don't have to. But it's terrible for the parents because a lot of times,
what happens?
Your work doesn't give you, so you have to take time off or figure out like maybe put them in a camp or whatnot. So really, it's like spring break is like, oh, I have to take care of my kid or do a trip. So there's a lot of planning, a lot of logistics for parents. So it's like the opposite. Now I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm like, oh, spring break isn't that great for me because, you know, like I can travel and whatnot, but you do all the traveling. If you go, you know, previous times I've gone to like San Diego, Legoland and whatnot, like that's exhausting for parents. And then at the end, you feel like you need a spring break from your spring break kind of thing to recover.
I totally get that.
But yeah, so, and I think you brought up a good point of like when you have friends, group of friends, and you know, you're growing up and then you're different like life stages. You have people who get married, right? So you know, you have people who have kids. So it's like, you know, there's you talk about different things. Like there's things that I talk to, like my friends who have kids. We talk about our kids and the struggles, or you know, people who are getting married, or you know, we're talking about just getting their first mortgage or house hunting. So there's like different life stages, or you know, people who are young and single. It's like the struggle of like, you know, I have coworkers who are younger than me and they're dating and single.
Oh
and
my gosh, really?
The struggles of dating and where do you meet people, and some people are just like
the gossip, the drama.
Exactly. So it's so interesting the different life stages and what people talk about. And sometimes like you know, you might have friends who are like who are older and have kids. They might drop off because they're doing their own thing, and then maybe when you have kids, you might reconnect and be like, oh, we have this in common now, or so it's so interesting, different life stages.
Yeah, and you're currently, we're recording this while your children on.
Yeah, my kids are on spring break. So actually, thank you for being so flexible. We're actually recording it a little earlier in the day because later I'm taking my kids to go see Mario Galaxy. I was told it was, if you like the first one, you'll like the second one. But I think it's going to be very much for the kids, just we talked about this. Movies now are very just like for short attention span, just you know, just it's just gonna be like a roller coaster,
spectacle of
right?
just
And after
fireworks.
yeah,
nonstop.
exactly. Eye galore,
Yeah.
like like overstimulation with the popcorn and in the movie theater.
Soda, popcorn, and then just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bombarded
exactly,
with,
exactly.
sensory overload.
And then you get off the ride and you're like, what just happened? What did I just do?
Yeah,
Where have I been for an hour, 2 hours?
So that's the reality that we live in and that children are growing up in these days versus, I would say I grew up in the 90s where things are slower. Like even spring break, when you talk about, you have an obligation to watch them or take. I just sat at home for a week by myself. I just sat at home and that was it. Like I couldn't do much. There wasn't internet.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if I turn on TV, it's daytime soap operas.
Yeah.
Which as a child, I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Why are these people?
Kids
what's going on?
with YouTube on demand.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my kids, I was playing like Transformers and stuff, and He-Man, obviously, and they were like, it's kind of because they're like, oh, this is kind of boring, and I was like, what do you mean it's boring? And it's like because they're used to like, if I give my younger one the control, he'll watch like the reels or the shorts on YouTube, and he'll just go click, 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 click. And half the time he doesn't even finish it. And if there's an ad, he just next one. He doesn't even want to wait through the ad. Wow. Because I don't have YouTube like Premium or whatnot. So on my wife's account, she has YouTube Premium. So they watch us. I'm like, what are these videos before the videos I want to watch?
Your wife has.
Yes.
Premium.
Yes. So like
She doesn't want you to ruin her account with the videos you watch.
She doesn't want to screw up her algorithm and then,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty funny.
But like kids' attention spans and like things, I was telling my kids, I'm like, you can watch any cartoon on demand. If I missed waking up Saturday morning, Sunday morning, that's it. I would never know when I'd be a social pariah when I go to school because I couldn't converse with people who watched. They're like, oh, did you watch the last night's Animaniacs or last on the weekend? I'm like, no, I didn't, and they, but now you can watch it all on demand anytime you want, and it's
a different reality.
Yeah.
It's almost like back in the day, like survival of the fittest, and you adapt to the environment that you're in. This is the environment that we have created for our children to live in, which this is why I understand why people want to protect children from social media.
100%.
And I didn't get it because by the time Facebook rolled around, I was like college, right?
Yeah. Well, Facebook started in college.
Yeah.
Like it was called the Facebook, and you had to have in college as a college student to get it before it rolled out to like everybody.
And so the environment we grew up in and we developed as adults is different than your children are growing up in, where there's just constant exposure to everything versus there were gatekeepers growing up for us. There was no internet, so you're watching and you're reading, you're consuming things at a much slower rate. There wasn't communication wasn't as fast. I remember writing letters, putting a stamp on it and mailing it to people.
Right.
Email didn't happen, at least I would say my teens was when the email thing started becoming a thing. But then it was also Hotmail. And I didn't have a computer, so I only check Hotmail whenever I go to a library at school. But now we have a phone that's just constantly.
Yeah, the phone is the problem. Just constant 24-hour connection. But yeah, it's interesting because we lived in kind of pre-internet, post-internet. So you got to see, and even the computers, how much the computers got better. A great example, I talk to my coworkers, and a lot of them are younger, starting their careers and whatnot, and it's really funny talking to them like a floppy disk. They don't know what a floppy disk is.
Correct,
and if you show them a floppy disk, you're like, oh, that's the save icon. That's how they view it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
We were talking about a record store. We were talking a record store, And my coworker, he goes, yeah, it has like the big CD on the logo.
Yeah, the
And
vinyl.
I go, no, that's a record. Like that's before CDs. He's like, oh, vinyl. What's that? Like I was like, and it's like they, and I think young people might collect vinyl records or the cover art. They don't have a record player, or they just do it, and it's very this disconnect of like we were there before the internet, and now seeing everything. Now people are growing up with the internet, the constant connection 24/7, and having a phone, and just everything. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and people doom scrolling. It's I would say it's probably like, because they're collecting all this data on you, what you watch, how long you watch it, where your eyes are. It's gonna be like terrible for kids growing up, like the self-esteem, because it's all like data collecting and to sell you, or they sell your data to other people. Like I don't know, there's no right to privacy anymore, I think.
Oh yeah, it's capitalism, consumerism.
Yeah.
Max extract as much money from you, from me, from the kids, from whoever they can. And the best way to do it is get them to watch stuff that it's advertising at the end of the day. It's a way to get them to buy stuff, get me to buy stuff. And it's the whole industry, wherever they can capture our attention. So I say difficulty is being a parent in this age of digital realm that we exist in is much harder than, well, I mean, each era has its own difficulties. Like back when I grew up, like all my parents had to worry about was just make sure I was at home, or just that's it.
Right.
Versus, even if you keep them at home, they could get in all sorts of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that was really it. Like they're like, what is the guy? What am I going to do as a kid? Start a fire is probably the worst thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
burn down
definitely.
the house, right? That's why we say don't burn down the house or something. But nowadays there's so much worse things that children can get into just by sitting in their room versus before.
With a phone if they're playing games, they're connected to the internet. Who are they talking to? That's a huge concern.
Yes.
Like I'm always telling my kids, don't talk to people you don't know. And we look through their friends list, and it's like, because they're very sheltered, and there's a lot of bad people and bad things happening, and they don't believe us. And whenever it comes up on the news, unfortunately, I have to bring it up and be like, that could be you, that could be one of your friends. You need to look out for each other. It's super important. It's very tragic.
Scammers. I mean, that's how it all happens. Scammers, people do harm. There's just that whole. The internet is highly unregulated in this sense.
I mean, that brings up a good question, because obviously I want to be able to, I'm starting with my oldest. He's getting the age where it's his friends are starting to have phones, and sometimes I need to talk to him, or I want to have him phone in an emergency. He can call me and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
We do have an air tag that we put in his so I can track him, as long as he doesn't forget his backpack. But you could do the same thing with phone. But it is a real struggle. It's do I get him a smartphone, or do I get him just a flip phone? Yeah. And I told my coworkers, I was like, before you had a phone, there was a thing called a beeper. And I'm like, what's a beeper? I was like, it's a thing you'd send a message to, and then you'd have to find a pay phone and call back. They're like, why don't you just call him back? I'm like, because that's a beeper. That's what it was. And they're like, what's a pay phone? I was like, oh, okay, don't talk to me.
They don't exist anymore. And so that's why I make sure I find time to disconnect. That's the one feature I use on iPhone. Is after 8 p.m. That's when everything's, unless it's an emergency, my phone is just completely notifications are off. It's everything. It's on sleep mode, and the disconnect from this made me realize nothing is really that urgent. Even emails or something, everything can kind of wait for 24 hours, or at least wait till the next day.
No, that's true.
But we're caught up in this, everything is urgent. There's no slowing life down a bit to really take in the moment. We're always trying to capture the moment, but I just live in the moment. And that's the one thing that I hope that people start to like I think the younger generation is starting to realize that after all the bombardment of all this stuff, that they're like, they crave to live that life that we had growing up a bit, where it's just like, I think the latest trend is some restaurants and some places of eateries would be like, hey, if you put the phone away, they'll give you like a free treat or something.
Oh, really?
To really be in the moment of like eating together. So I think it reflects a larger, maybe underlying current in social behavior right now, where people are just kind of getting tired of the digital, the internet, the connection, the constant connection, and just want to feel something real and impactful again. So, I'm all for it. I think life can slow down in this age of AI and technology, that we can just like get back to the core of building community and living in the presence of people and things like that. And just spending time with people and just having like conversations like this. So I hope it continues with those that are coming up, the next generation, and that they do remember it's a person. And let me talk about something kind of tangible. So when you talk about AI, and we talk about it a lot because we live in the Silicon Valley. It might not be for people in other parts of the world. They're like, what the hell are you guys talking about AI? We just live our life.
Right.
They wouldn't know, because here in Silicon Valley, everything is hyper scaled in a way for growth. But here's the one thing that I realize in AI as I watch people use it, and I'm starting to see this kind of pattern develop. AI is so funny to me in the sense of whatever you do, they've trained it to a way to pass on positive encouragement. Like I don't know if you see it. Like they're like, "Oh, good job!" Like it'll praise you.
It's like an engagement. It wants more engagement, right? Like,
it's a very strange thing. Like if you give it a prompt or ask it a question, like, "Oh, you made a good attempt." Like it's very positive. And I was just like, this is kind of weird, because you could be doing something wrong, but it's so positive focus, even if you suck at something. Instead of, like, if you give it, let's say, I think what people do nowadays is they feed its cover letters, resume a lot into the thing. And a lot of times when you do that, I like to use it to format my resume, give me different like visuals. And then a lot of times, hey, good try. That was really thoughtful, or it'll give me positive comments.
It's like it like has kitty gloves on.
Like, I'm like, dude, I was like, I need constructive feedback here. So it does give you like some criticism, like how you can format things better, or give you some points of emphasis or things you want to revise. But before it does that, it writes you like this very encouraging, like nice, like thoughtful, like you did a good job. And then, but you could really, unless
it could be like terrible. It could be
So I was like, okay, that's not really helpful. And then when I realized how this trickles down to the bigger picture is, I witnessed people who use it as their day-to-day driver, and they start feeling like they're really smart. Like, because the AI is feeding them these positive, like, oh, this is a good try, this was a good attempt, this looks really good, you just need to refine it more. Then these people, I realize, start to think they're really good at something. But all it is just the AI feeding them these positive reinforcing like comments and
so people might have like unrealistic expectations
of who they are and their skill set because they use this tool. And that's where I think it's the next evolution. And this goes back to the social media part, where social media, we caught on now. You know how it does it. It presents this reality that is like, oh, everybody's fit, everybody's on vacation, everybody's got the flex.
Because everyone's posting things of what they want to highlight or how they want to be seen. Nobody's posting themselves of like eating cereal
and they're
at
like
12 p.m.
like messed up hair
in their pajamas. Nobody's highlighting that.
So AI, I think, is getting to that way of whoever's running the algorithms or interactions is
Yeah.
trying to do their version of, hey, if I want people to keep revisiting,
Yeah, exactly.
we got to make this
What can we do?
experience very encouraging and positive
And it's
for the person.
that's scary in a way because it's like what, and I think there's been like examples of this in real life is like if you are in a self-destructive behavior, it can
Yes,
spiral out
yes.
of control, and people have actually like taken their own lives, where it's like,
Because AI told me to
yeah,
do it, or it was a
exactly,
good idea.
or encouraged, and there's no kind of guardrails or to stop that and be like, no, you need to seek help. You need to, talk to someone, or I need to, here's a phone number you can call if you have suicidal thoughts, and that's not okay. It's not a parent, it's like the best friend who always says yes, right?
Yes, that's, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that is exactly what it is. It is, I don't know what versions, but I'm sure it's evolving and it's getting better to have those safe rails in
Yeah.
place, but I'm pretty sure like people using older models or whatever, it is really just the yes person, yes man. Like you need to hire a fake friend that just says yes and says you're the hottest person in the world. You got it. The AI bot, that chat bot, that is 100% that way.
But the other dangerous thing is like you have a yes person, and says people might like stop dating other people. And they're like, well, I could date this chatbot who will always
gosh.
be 100%,
Exactly.
supportive and think I'm the best and compliment me. And,
Yes.
and then if I have that expectation when I go out into the real world with that and be like,
Yes.
I meet people and they don't compliment me all the time, and
You'll feel like,
or they don't agree with me, and all of a sudden you're like in your own self
That's
bubble.
exactly what it is. You're totally right on, Jason. That's a great. I don't know if there will be a term for this. Eventually, maybe there'll be a term for it, but it is so dangerous, and this is what I see right now with people who are using it so much that it actually, I can see them. They feel more confident, even though I think it's more of a false sense of confidence.
Yeah, it's like over confidence, which can be very dangerous, right? Like if you're surfing, for example, and you go, hey, look, I did all this, and then it goes, oh, you should go do this, and it could be very dangerous, and
Oh yeah. I mean, there's not just surfing, but anything.
Like if you're skiing and it tells you go Black Diamond, like that's not a great idea.
Something crazy, and I totally can get, and that's why I think it's a tool. It'll always be a tool. I don't think it's something that, I mean, right now everyone says it can replace certain things. Yeah, it's going to replace low-level stuff. I get that. That's fine. That's like how we replace manual labor and like use machines and robots and whatever. So I get that, but there's a human element that says, hey, critical failure here, or there's a point where this doesn't work in the real world.
Yeah.
And that's where I find it like very interesting to just watch and observe as people kind of just navigate this whole I guess transition in the workforce.
Yeah, it's super because people are kind of grappling and find the use case, right? Like some things it does really well, some things it doesn't do well, but it's learning. So it's interesting, and like you said, it's a tool, and it's only as good as the person who uses it, right?
Oh yeah.
Like same with machines, right? It's only as good as the person building the machine or the purpose of the machine. I mean, there's a lot of good machines and a lot of like bad, like weapons or
Yeah.
But it really is the person using it. So it'll be very interesting because, like, I've told you this before, but like I'm worried with AI. It's like, what does that mean for the job market? And like when my son goes to college or maybe goes to trade school, like who knows? Like what are the jobs? Because in 4 years, all of a sudden the job landscape can be completely changed. And anyone who's calling themselves an AI expert or whatnot, it's like, how can you be an expert? That this is so new. Like everyone's learning at the same time at this point, and it's changing. It's like what you learn today could be totally different tomorrow because they changed the model, they changed the algorithm. But it's super interesting, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll continue to keep tabs on, and as it kind of even if it's not a topic of conversation, it becomes a topic just because we're in this region,
Yeah,
this area,
yeah.
and it seeps into our day-to-day lives. I think if we lived on an island somewhere, it probably we wouldn't even know
Yeah,
what the
we
heck is
probably,
going.
yeah, if you, yeah, I guess it's everything's local, right? Like if we're,
Yep.
you know, if we were living in Hawaii, like we're probably talking about like the
Hey, how's this
waves and
coconuts?
yeah.
How's the papaya today, man?
Yeah, I
Like
know
some
the
other
places
different thing.
places to eat, like
Yeah,
what's going on, the weather,
exactly.
like you know. So it's all local, and you know we just happen to be in the Silicon Valley, the heart of everything. And but I do think it's gonna like these cards. Like I'm not an artist, but with AI and Photoshop and whatnot, it lowers the barrier to entry. So
Yep.
you know,
That's
I don't
absolutely
need to be a
right.
Photoshop expert
Yep.
to do that, and anyone can do it. So it's like you know you could do your own
I remember when you
card.
talk about Photoshop. So I went to art school for a year,
Yeah.
right after high school, and you know, for the longest time, Photoshop used to be very like not everybody used it. It was not
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you were in art and design, we obviously know of the tool and know of image manipulation. But before it got mainstream, where it became a term like just Photoshop it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And everyone would just assume every photo you saw was real and legit.
Yeah,
And now everybody questions
yeah.
photos and is it AI generated, is it photoshopped, is it manipulated in some way? But there was a time where you can just trust a photo is really a photo.
Oh, I see. So it's like
Yeah.
if it's, yeah. No,
There was a
that
time.
is interesting, and it also unfortunately it lowers. So let's say you're a photographer and you're getting that hummingbird in mid, you know, air, and you spend all the time. And if it looks too good, people go like, "That's Photoshop" or "That's AI generated."
Yeah.
So now everyone just assumes if it's too good or whatnot, oh,
Yeah.
it's just AI generated or
It
whatnot.
still takes a lot of skill. Like I took like entry level. I didn't take any, but the settings on the camera, knowing and being able to do that so naturally, to do the focus, the aperture, all those settings to capture the way you want to capture it is very artistic. Even though you're using a piece of equipment that's very technical, like understanding light and all that is so technical but very artistic. Like what they want to capture it's incredible. But there is one thing that you did that made me think just now when you talk about, and this is probably our last point for
Okay.
today, is, and this is my personal viewpoint on university and colleges and trade schools and all that. I think my thought, there's always thoughts about spending money on university because people weigh the cost and expense. So I've been very blessed that I was able to. I went to art school. Not failed. I just dropped out. I keep forgetting. I keep calling myself a failure in art school, but I just dropped out because I realized what it was. It was like a trade school. You're being. Actually did game design. when I
Oh,
went
really?
into
I
it.
didn't know that.
It was really early in game design. I did 1 year of it, and then I just like, no, this is not for me. Like, I enjoy playing video games. I don't want to be
Oh,
the guy making the
it
video
like
games.
you saw the back end. You're like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
it is a lot of grind. Like, so they expose. I'm glad I took it because then now I see game development. Like, it is a grind.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
It's
can
not
appreciate games
glamorous.
more, right?
Like back then, you had to make 3D polygons. Like, you had to like go in there and draw all that, and then think, and then all that is very technical and complicated. And a lot of the work that a trade school will do is they're training you up to be a machine.
right,
So you
right.
could crank this out, and this is like 20 years ago.
Wow.
You're just cranking out stuff.
You're like making the cogs kind of thing,
making
the
that.
3D cogs.
And then I went to community college, and then I transferred to Berkeley. And if I could, I would say I would rather have done 4 years of university somewhere. And my personal take, and I think you probably don't want to saddle yourself with too much debt.
Right. No,
Like,
absolutely.
Probably, unless you're doing grad school or something, and you really want to be a doctor or a lawyer, like that's your thing. Like, I want to cure people, help people. And man, do it, go for it. I know there's a lot of debt, but if you get joy in helping people and doing that, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Right,
matter how
right.
much debt you get into. So I would say there's a balance. Like, I highly recommend going to university for, like, let's say you don't have to go to top university or spend too much money. If you could spend an okay amount, like I worked part-time jobs to help pay, to reduce the burden of loans and things like that. And there's something to be said about being a young person in their late teens, early 20s, of being in that environment with other age group minded, like, because you're high school, right?
Right.
But then you're all still underage. But then becoming a young adult and being in that group and the people you meet and the colleagues, the network, the friend group, that part can have one of the biggest impacts on a person and their potential coming out. Not saying, and I think people always, they tell me, hey, but you could be the next Bill Gates. Just drop out and work on this. I would say that is more of an exception versus like, oh, everyone can be Bill Gates. No, not everyone can be Bill Gates. That would be crazy. We'd be living in a very strange world if everyone dropped out and just tried to be Bill Gates. I think we'll have a lot of just people living at home not being Bill Gates or that side. So a lot of times people highlight an exception to a pattern.
Right.
Versus there's a lot of value of getting educated, being taught how to think, being taught to think how to view the world at the college and university level post high school. Right. So there's a lot of value there. Now, I'm not saying there's like so much value, because a lot of times the other part that people break it down, they're like, well, Jack, it's 100K, it's 4 years or something, and then like it's an investment. I don't see it as an investment where I'm looking for return on investment. But oftentimes people say, yeah, if you go to college, you're going to get more money over your lifetime versus just a high school degree. And I could say, yeah, it's gonna, like, people, not necessarily it's a gatekeeping thing, but if I had a position, and I had 2 candidates, one had high school, one had just everything else you could say equal other than education, I'm going to hire someone with a college education.
It makes sense. It's a way to differentiate yourself, stand out, and sometimes like you have to have a bachelor's degree to apply for certain jobs, and so it's a way to different. And I think that was a bigger differential than now, because a lot more people are going to college. It's a lot more accessible, along with all the debt you get. So I think that is like super important. If you major, if you do go to college, keep that in mind. Either work or do scholarships or apply for financial aid. Make sure you only take out what you can afford to pay off long term, because the interest is low, but it's not. You can't claim bankruptcy and get out of it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's one of the forms
Student
of debt
loans,
that you cannot, is not debt forgiveness in terms of claiming bankruptcy.
Okay. I get what you mean. Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
you could, like, if you want to be a doctor, there are ways of, if you went in the military or you served the government X amount of time, you can get it forgiven. So there are ways you can do that. If you want to help people, like, maybe that's the way you help. You join a nonprofit or whatnot. But like, the biggest thing, and I tell my wife this all the time, is like, I think it's a great experience. Obviously, you have to look at the cost, weigh the cost. But the big thing is like networking. Like you said, the people you meet, try to meet with everyone and your professors and your internships, because there's a lot of like companies, like local companies, depending on where you go to school, because the location is important. So if you're in the Bay Area, they might partner with local businesses like Intel internships and whatnot, and meeting and networking, because as soon as you get out of college, you have that built-in network, and they know that you've had an internship or you've worked with someone. And a lot of people would say that's like nepotism, but I would say it's networking. That's just life. Yeah, it's nepotism. You'd say it's nepotism if it doesn't benefit you. And I tell my kids all the time, like, life is unfair, and you just need to. That's part of life. You need to not look at. You need to not look at why it's unfair for you, and start looking at your advantages. And sometimes you can take a thing that you think is a disadvantage and make that an advantage.
Totally.
You could say, hey, nobody knows me at a company, but I'm going to use that as an advantage because I can prove myself. I have no baggage. Nobody has preconception. So there's ways you can turn things, a disadvantage into advantage. And I think, if you go to college and want networking, it gives you huge, and just having that ability to network, a social skill. We talked about AI. I think people don't know how to talk to each other because AI, social media, and whatnot. So if you're able to go out there and be outgoing and meet people, you can really give yourself an advantage in life.
Yeah, make friends. At the end of the day, make friends. That's really, like, I can't boil it down and say I got an English degree and all of a sudden I'm making X amount of money, or I'm doing X amount of whatever. I think what it gave me was just the ability to think critically about things. It taught me the skills to continue to grow. And I didn't go there just to learn a skill. So that's how I approached it. It's given me the tools to be successful in life versus, I'm going there, and there was obviously at Berkeley, those kids. Like, they're in comp sci, or they're in like EE, or they're in double or whatever it is.
Right.
They went to Berkeley to learn a skill to make money. Like, you know what they were going for, versus I went there and my objective was to learn tools and skill sets to allow me to continue growing post Berkeley. And that's how I was able to kind of navigate my career and my life. And I find it more enjoyable and rewarding. But I will say, if I go back, or not go back, but the trade school and those schools, like, equal respect. I think,
absolutely.
For example, if you love woodwork, carpentry, right? If you love it and you've got a knack for it and you love it, just go do it. Like, don't waste time. If you love it and you discover that somehow and that's your thing, like, you can make this table or this set, and it's like highly sought after, valuable.
Yeah.
And it appeals to...
You could also, if you're good at something, you can always find a market or niche, especially with Facebook and using the online. I know a lot of people sell on TikTok or whatnot, but like, if you're good at crafting, like, you could, like, tables are, in general, IKEA tables are not expensive, but you can get very high-end gaming tables.
Go to like Restoration Hardware.
Oh yeah.
Look at their furniture, and I don't shop there. I never even stepped foot in one because I just know, like, I'm not that person that spends thousands on a piece of wood with 4 legs. Like, I would never think about it, but there's a market for it. There is a rich clientele that'll pay. They'll even pay more. You can put 5 figures and they'll be like, oh, this is so fancy.
Or it's a custom table. They want a custom, maybe a longer table, maybe different features, like different material. So there's always, if you're good at it, there's always a market. So
yeah, it's the same with sports. People that are athletes.
Oh yeah.
Like, you are gifted. Like, I don't even. So I say sports because that can be your ticket to a university.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, absolutely.
Like, you're gifted. If your children are somehow gifted, you can kind of spot they have a physical...
No, that's absolutely. That's why when your kids are very young, like in kindergarten or whatnot, you sign them up for every sport. And you're like, okay, is my son good at running? Is it good at soccer, basketball?
It could definitely be the ride, the full scholarship too. And I didn't realize it because I was just a kid running around in high school. But when I think back, I was like, oh, I can see it now. That guy is hella tall. He's hella big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like, he's just naturally gifted with the genetics of... And if he just because they're already naturally gifted, they just need to put in like just a good amount of effort.
Yeah.
And their results are like
yeah.
more than an average person with just normal genetics, I guess. Like,
yeah. If you have that advantage, you need to take
like the height. If you know you're tall, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
If you're somehow in high school and you're like 7+ or whatever, you're playing basketball.
Oh yeah.
Like, honestly, if you're not playing basketball or some sort of sport, all I can say is you're just wasting the naturally
true.
talent.
It's true. If you're that tall, because in other ways you also are at a disadvantage. Like, low doorways,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
into a car, there's a lot of, so you might as well take your height and use it as
use
advantage.
it as your advantage,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
And go make something out of that talent.
Yeah, or even we'll do if you're short, like maybe you're good at wrestling or ice skating, or because you
Exactly,
take advantage.
exactly.
Like most fighter pilots are small because the cockpits are small. So there's different advantages you may not even
Exactly.
think. So you go, oh, I'm short, I can't do basketball. Well, there's things lower center of gravity for gymnastics, for wrestling.
Absolutely.
You can find your advantage. I think the point is.
Yeah. So that's the last thought I have for today. But best of luck to you in discovering your children's talents.
Fingers crossed.
And whatever they end up doing later on in life, man. So now we will jump in. So let's let's do one at a time.
Okay.
So should we do Pokemon first or Magic first?
Let's do the Pokemon first.
Okay.
Let's see.
We're not professional pack ripping people, but we're gonna give it a shot.
That's pretty good.
This is
let's see.
This is
we have to get excited about
Pokemon's journey together.
Here we go.
So this is to the camera.
Here we go. Okay.
I think the rare is in the back.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, so this is
I can't read it backwards.
I can't, a centrit.
Okay.
I don't even know some of
a
these
hippo.
things.
I can't see. This is much harder.
Yeah, this is actually kind of hard.
Okay. Oh, you read it a cute font.
Q
Okay.
font?
Okay. What is this?
I don't even know.
Okay.
The lily pad. Oh my god, we are such lombre. We suck at this.
We have no clue because it's backwards in the camera, so it's very hard to read.
No idea.
Okay.
This is the crab.
Crabby.
It's not crabby. It's like
Cabby. Cloth.
Oh, what the heck?
Okay. Oh, what is that?
I think we're getting there yet. City. It's a city.
Oh, it's a stadium. Okay.
It's a trainer.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we are so not good at this.
Okay. What is that?
Marowak. I
Marowak. Oh, okay.
That's from Gen 1.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, no. This is a Lowen Marowak. Oh my gosh,
okay.
It's not Gen 1. Okay, this is Loto.
Okay, it's a shiny.
Oh, okay, we're getting there. This is the reverse shiny?
Reverse hollow?
Reverse? I don't even know, man.
Reverse hollow. That's what we're going with. Reverse hollow.
Okay, we're getting there.
Let's see. Ooh, another. What is this?
Regice.
Oh, nice.
Regice?
That's a legend. That's a legendary.
Okay, this is pretty good.
Okay.
Hollow. There's still a few more cards.
Okay, come on. Oh!
This looks pretty cool. What is this? Zero.
Oh, EX. Oh, you pulled it. You saw it here first.
This is a double black star card.
Oh, nice.
And I think this is just like nothing.
Oh.
Basic energy.
Fighting.
Okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. This is like all shiny and everything.
Okay, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
We totally are not professionals at this. I can tell we suck at ripping these packs, but I got an EX. That's
pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, here's the.
We'll have to search on PSA.
We're all sweating. Don't even know what some of these Pokemon names are. This is actually pretty fun. This is pretty fun for two guys that just don't. Stunfish.
Stunfish, not sunfish.
Stunfish.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sunfish. Okay. Okay. And the next one.
Oh, we totally. There's these things called God packs.
Oh.
Bombardier.
I don't think this is a God.
Yeah, it's not a God. Like God packs actually exist where they're just all unique.
Oh, wow.
Rares and stuff. Parasite.
Oh, Parasite. That's one of the original.
Yeah.
151.
From the way back Gen 1. Okay, another Gen 1. Pulpator.
Okay.
No, this is not Gen 1. This is the T-Tar evolution line.
No, yeah.
All right. And we know this one. The Pokeball looking Pokemon.
It's the Electrode?
Electrode, yeah.
Okay, nice.
We recognize that one from Gen 1. And is...
It's very hard to see. I don't know. Oh, it's like... No, that's definitely not... Volcana? It's just people watching us struggle.
Okay,
another one, Marowak.
All right. And
okay. Oh, a trainer.
Billy and O'Nair.
Okay, that's cool. Reverse hollow.
That's what these call. These foils are your first holos.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, whoa!
It's an illustration rare. It's got
Dude,
one gold
a
star.
gold star. Oh, you saw it here first.
No bat. Oh, these two packs are pretty good. They got some fun ones in there. And then this is actually probably the actual rare card.
I don't know. This looks pretty good. I think.
Yeah, I don't know how they organize and then there's the leaf energy.
Maybe we were supposed to do like the two. Well, anyway, I think you got some good polls. Okay.
Yeah, they look. I got the full art cards, so
that's
pretty cool.
That's what you want. Keep the full art or rare illustration. Okay, we're gonna do.
These were the best cards, though. These are the best cards.
We do Magic the Gathering, Jumpstart. Now, you know what? I'll do it to the side because you're more familiar with Magic. So I don't. If I can get this open.
How long have you had these packs?
Dude, I got this also like during COVID, and then I kind of like.
Oh, that's a really long time ago.
Okay, we're gonna open it. God, there's a. Oh, it's like a foil on a foil. If you look, so this is a cat. This might be a cat deck. No, I have to do this.
I do not remember them being sealed like that.
It might be this. I don't know. Maybe it protects it more. I don't know. Okay, so this looks like a cat themed deck. What do we have? We have.
That's a rare.
It's a rare, are you sure?
Yeah, I mean it's a gold, so it's a rare.
Oh, okay.
Feline Sovereign.
Okay.
So I think that's like the queen of the cats.
And the queen of
for
the cats?
cat tribal deck.
Okay, and then we have Enlarge.
Wait, I think the rare is on top, and all the uncommons keep coming after it.
Oh, so I'll do it like this then. I'll do it like this. Okay, this is obviously, so we have a land. Another land. Oh, this is probably going to be a bunch of lands, because this is land. Wait. Wait, did you choose this card?
Oh my God, what?
We got Jib. This is the opposite of a God pack. Okay, wait, here.
Yeah, these are
feral.
Yeah. So the rare is on top.
Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Now, we got another land. Oh, this is
those are useful.
Okay. Pouncing Cheetah.
So yeah, keep all the cats together. It's a cat deck.
It's a cat deck, and then this is
This is the one where you do have to cover the first card.
Okay. Oh, we do it backwards. We have to do it backwards.
Okay,
we'll learn the first feral invocation. It's a green deck. Green cat deck. What is this? Crushing Canopy. Okay. Retirement is not looking good. I feel like for the most part, if it's not like full art, what is this? Saber-tooth Mauler.
I don't know if they have rarities like that in these. Because we just went off with the rare at the very beginning.
Spoiler alert. What is this? Keeper of Fables. Okay, these are cool.
Cat Tribal.
Cat Tribal and then Enlarge. That was okay.
Okay, all right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not look at
now that we know
a cat deck.
A cat deck. So if you played, you have.
Okay. What's the theme of this deck?
Okay, this is walls. Walls.
Walls.
A Trump themed deck. What is?
Just build.
Just
put
walls.
A bunch of walls.
Can you imagine if you got both and there's just walls, there's no attacking, you just outlast your opponent?
Yeah, that's exactly the theme of the deck.
Okay. This is the rare. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Those are all lands.
Oh, this is also a green deck.
Yeah. Oh,
green.
It's green.
Green. Wow.
Is it still okay?
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, this is a artifact, right?
Artifact Wall Defender.
Artifact Wall Defender.
But it does get bigger. +2 for every
Wall of Vines. Dude.
More walls.
Dude, if I had...
It's a defensive deck.
Yeah, oh, okay. This is... I think we got this before as well. And this is... Grave Bramble. Oh, a creature... Defender. I don't... Defender.
They're all defenders. They all can't attack. Unless
Are you serious?
That's abilities.
Crushing Canopy. Oh, we got a Crushing Canopy.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
two. There.
Okay, this is Porticus Vine. Also a wall.
I can't wait to see what this rare wall could be.
Let's see. And this is another Warmonger's Chariot. Equipment. Wait, as long as equipped creature has defender, it can attack as though it didn't have a defender.
So
so your walls can now attack.
That's a mechanic, yeah.
The best defense is offense. Wall of Blossoms.
Yeah.
Okay. Overgrown was Battlement.
Battlement.
Okay. Oh, Add for green mana for each creature with defender you control.
add
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I'm really curious of what the rare
Gargoyle
wall is.
Sentinel. Ooh. Defender. What does defender mean?
So it can't attack. That's it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, we have this.
Man, I wonder if the wall rare is like some crazy like
And then we have.
enabler.
Yeah, are there like enchantment each?
That's a rare card.
Oh, this is a rare. It's gold.
Rare enchantment.
A rare enchantment.
Is it like two rares then?
Two. Hold on. Let's see. We'll see.
Oh, each creature
What is this?
assigns their toughness. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is
that's
the rare. This is it. This is
okay.
this is the legendary.
Oh, it's a mythic. It's a mythic rare. Okay.
It's a towering titan
enters with counters.
on
Total
it
toughness
of other creatures.
Oh, okay, so
sacrifice
that's
a
the
creature with defender. All creature gain trampled until. That's interesting. Okay. Knock knock. Okay, that's good. That's it.
That's for your
saw
wall deck.
The wall deck.
That's a
it'd
mythic.
I think it would be
That's
hilarious
pretty
if you
cool.
just got two wall. Like he just is like surrounding yourself. Nothing can destroy me.
So that's the payoff. So that makes
wall.
sense.
That's
I
the
get it.
wall cat deck. So we did it.
It's funny enough. You got two green decks.
Two green decks.
They
Just-
can make. They could probably. You could probably make a deck out of this. And
Yes.
play. They actually probably have some
Cool.
synergy.
I like the cat theme. I think that's super cool.
So that's it for this episode. And this was actually a lot of fun. I think just I don't know how, like the fact that we didn't see each other for so long, and we brought some
fun things,
to
and
do,
this is like 2 episodes in one. So you guys are in for a treat.
extra large episode.
Extra large. Anyway, so yeah, thanks so much for watching. And if you like this, comment down below. And if you want us to do more unpacking, even though we'll
try.
pretty bad at it, let us know.
That was a good experience. Enjoy your spring break,
Okay,
Jason.
have a great spring break, everyone.
Take care.